No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the UCLA Bruins offense will get the football first. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, Dave?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide.
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Some programs just seem to be built for a great passing game. The patron saint of Bruin passers is Troy Aikman.
And honestly, Reese, it makes me think of the UCLA blue, the sweet uniforms with the gold, just quarterbacks looking sweet, McNown, DTR, looking the part, being the part.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On third down, he drops the throw. Quick completion on the out. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. And the Bruins will line up to punt it away. Promising start to that drive, sort of fizzled out, and they'll have to punt it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Irish offense comes out. First chance we've had to see them today. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. And here comes the offense on second down. The play action fake. There's the pressure. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
They'll run the option. Gives it on the option. Picks up the first down, still moving. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Handoff from the gun. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. He'll keep it himself. Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a first down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. It's complete to the right. There he goes. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Took a shot as he threw.
And you've got a golden opportunity here now on 3rd down. I know you just threw an incompletion, but you've had a really nice drive to start this game. You want to cap this thing off, and you want to do that by scoring a touchdown. So think about who your best playmakers are and who needs to get a look on this critical 3rd down. Whether you're running it or you're throwing it, the best players touch the ball right here.
Just drives it between the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Use the play fake, now to throw. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires to the right. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Under fire. It's complete to the left. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. The Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Safe completion on the screen. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. The give out of the gun. Still on his feet at the 45. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Now the toss. Quick step and go. Breaks into the open. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a 1st down for this offense. Notre Dame will come to the line after that huge gain and try to keep the momentum going. The pitch. Headed to the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. They'll try to blast their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. A 3-yard pickup gets it out to the 28. It's 2nd and 7. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. And the Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Makes the grab. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. Leaves it with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Bruins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Trying to set up the screen. Nice move to keep running. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. And the Bruins will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. That one's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be dead at the 35-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Hold it, finds his man on the left. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. That's reeled in. It's Thomas. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Thomas. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Gives it to the back on the draw. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Notre Dame lines up quickly. They'll give it to the back. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. He'll try to pop the draw. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. He'll pull it on the read. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, the running back has it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And this offense has gotten off to a good start on 3rd down, but this is a different deal on 3rd and long. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And now the lead is extended a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Stanford managed to eke out the victory in a tighter than expected one. And they'll savor this one in Palo Alto for some time, no matter the final score. One team will rise in the ACC standings, while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. What a great job they've done in Big Ten play up to this point, and you see them now feeling as if they can accomplish something big.
No doubt, Reese, and I think it's a great start to the season. Like, again, you have goals and you have midpoints to the season where you're at right now. This is where you want them to be. You want them to be in the mix in one of the best conferences in all of college football, and Jesse, they're doing that in the Big Ten.
Yeah, they've been able to handle the stage and handle the pressure. With every win, that makes the next game that much bigger, and they've shown up on big stages on national television, and they've been able to deliver. This game, though, is the biggest yet. If they keep on the pace they're at, they're going to be playing for a Big Ten championship.
Here come the Irish back on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but turning it on. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They're going to test the right side with this one. He has the first and still on his feet. Ball down at the 38-yard line and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
How about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking for room. It's Duke. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Creates a little space. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Power football with the run. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. The give to the back. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Off the play fake on 1st down. Punts it out of the air. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down and nothing doing there. The Bruins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Got him downfield. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And the Bruins are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The Bruins, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Quarterback keeps it. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. trying to bully their way in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Got it set up on the outside. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Trying to run it in. Touchdown, Bruins! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
One thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all.
16, UCLA, 7.
Here he comes with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Snatch it quickly on the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes the grab down the middle. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
Well, this quarterback, I think, has earned the right to take shots here late in the first half. They've had a lot of success. They've got the lead. They're not going to play it safe. He's going to make good decisions, and when he has opportunities to throw strikes, he's going to hit those throws.
Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33. They'll run it from the gun. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. Quarterback on the keeper. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, and time is running short. A shot toward the end zone.
And you're not going to see many of those. And that's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
On 4th down, they'll try to get something out of this drive before the end of the half. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic than they get him on the ground at the 20. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in South Bend. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the home of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
And the Bruins will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. It's caught. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Man, I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
Now they'll run the draw. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Looking for space. It's Duke. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35. They plow ahead with the run, but still more ground needed to pick up the first down. 3rd down coming. Out of the gun, the give to the back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And after the missed field goal, this lead is still in 12, guys.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Casey. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. The Bruins heading quickly to the line. They believe they can run right here. Nowhere to go, and he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 in there. Basically right back to where they started. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And the Bruins line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish strong.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Irish send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Snags a quick pass on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Makes the grab. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The give to the tailback. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. Give to the back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Now on 2nd down. Pulls and throws out the RPO. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Bruins are marching down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking down the middle. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Looking for a huge play. Finds a man in the middle. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Rides the back on the option to give. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, UCLA!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here come the Irish back on offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Finds his tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. On the run, it's Duke. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Clock winds inside, a minute to play here in the 3rd. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Bring in the heat. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
I know this defense feels like they missed some opportunities. Yeah, they had 2 sacks their last game out, but they feel like they left a bunch more out on the field, and they wanted to try to get to the quarterback in this game. That was finally the first time they registered a sack so far here. Curious to see how this pass rush looks the rest of the way.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He'll take it on the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. So the final period starts with a second down play. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass. The quick out. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Caught in the backfield, it's Casey. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. From the gun, the ground game. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. The Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Hauls it in. Oh, he's got some space. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
And, David, on third and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started. Rides the back and leaves it. Plows through the defense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Looking to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the fourth. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Moncrief. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. It's third and goal and third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Bruins! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. Up by 1, they'll try to get the deuce and make it a field goal edge.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. He'll do it himself. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Rushes on him. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure They take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
The Irish send out the punt unit.
On to kick it away.
Hauls it in, looking for space. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Pulls and fires complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. And the Bruins with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Give to the running back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
It's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. UCLA will go back to work on offense. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Using his legs, it's Casey. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. The Bruins will punt it away on fourth down. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. All the way back to the 15. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. And the defense has set him up. Touchdown, UCLA! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Makes the grab. No chance to run, but still a good game. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to throw, it's Rossi. Under fire. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He's taking a deep shot. And the pass is incomplete on 4th down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. So a little too much contact trying to defend the fade in the end zone, and the PI will move it closer. He'll keep it himself. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Gets the back moving. Here's the handoff. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. They'll try to get it through the air. Catch and stride inside the 15. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. On the option. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it for a touchdown in the final minute. We're a 2-point conversion away from a tie.
Well, it's a great job getting the touchdown. Obviously, now you've got to go for 2. You got to dial up your best 2-point play to try to tie this thing with only seconds to go.
And guys, as big as that touchdown was, they have to try to pay it off with a 2-point try to tie the game. The option look. Quick toss. He will get there for the 2-point conversion, and we have a tie game in the waning seconds. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll leave it with him. He breaks a tackle. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Bruins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. There he goes. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. 4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these 2 teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Gets it past the marker. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. 1st and goal as they try to jump on top here in overtime. They've been running it, but now the pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Bruins! And they grab the lead here in overtime. This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT.
And that's the hardest part about playing a mobile quarterback. It's not the first play. The first play was a pass. It's the second play where he decides to pull it down, Jesse, becomes a running back, and makes something happen.
You're right, David. That's why so many coaching staffs now are trying to recruit dual-threat athletes at quarterback because of situations just like that. Down in the red zone, nobody open. You're not just going to throw it away and be okay kicking a field goal. You're taking off, and you're going to capitalize with a touchdown.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Rossi. Unloads to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. They are up against it. A 3rd and long, needing a touchdown here in overtime. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got an open man. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Wideout trying to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. And after that 1st down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame. They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with the point after.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
They'll start this drive with a pass. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now 3rd and long here in overtime as this defense wants to force a field goal attempt. He'll pull it on the read. Breaks into the open. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Timeout called by the defense as they want to make sure they avoid any hint of a mental lapse here in overtime. Never a doubt. And now they take the lead.
Well, you're always going to wonder what would have, could have, should have happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Off the play fake. Got his man. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down, and now they have to make a call. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. No problem at all as he knocks it through and we'll go to another overtime.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They got it done. A great play call to give them the lead by 2. This will be the ball game. Make it and play on, miss it and lose. Wants to throw. It's Rossi. They can't convert. A great stop by the defense and a game-winning one here in overtime. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those 2 teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these 2 squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation.